My name is Sam. Welcome into Booksmart. Let's get right down to this November 2nd. We're going to start with Thursday Night Football, and we are going to go with Derrick Henry at over 16 and a half rush attempts. This is at negative 135. Henry has only hit this in 3 times this season. But with Will Levis, though, rookie quarterback in there, Mike Tomlin had a few days to be able to analyze his performance against Atlanta, his inhuman performance, and be able to shut him down in this game. We always see this with rookie quarterbacks. They have a good game, they have a good solid performance because there's no tape on them, and then they come back the next week and then they suck. And that's what I see happening with Will Levis. I think Mike Vrabel's going to try to keep him. He's going to be somewhat conservative in this game, especially because the game's going to be super close, because this is just a really bad offense with Pittsburgh. And also, the Steelers are top 5 in lowest completion percentage. They only give up 60.1% when it comes to completions to quarterbacks. Also with Will Levis in there, you got to get your Hall of Fame running back involved, Derrick Henry. You got to get that running game going. I think Mike Vrabel really wants to establish that run. So I really like this over 16.5. I like this at over 17.5 as well. The Steelers, they also give up the 6th most rush attempts this season. 2 running backs in 3 of the last 5 games, a running back hit over this mark. It's just that type of game. The game script's going to be run for Derrick Henry. Get your best player involved, especially because I think Will Levis is going to have a little bit of a drop down in this game. So give me Derrick Henry over 16.5 rush attempts versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. And back to that Pittsburgh-Tennessee game, we are going to go with Nick Folk over 1.5 field goals in this game. This is at plus 114 on DraftKings Sportsbook. It just seems like a kicker's type of game, like I was talking about before. Bad offense with the Steelers and Will Levis. I think he's going to, even if he has a decent game, the Steelers pass D isn't great, but it's not terrible as well. With TJ Watt going to be coming after Will Levis in this game, it just seems like one of those games. It feels like Will Levis and Derrick Henry are going to get them to the Pittsburgh 35, the Pittsburgh 30, and then Nick Folk's going to have to kick a 40-yard field goal. Like, it just seems like that type of game. It's going to be a lot of field goals, and they're going to be able to kick field goals because the Steelers aren't going to just be putting monster points up on the board. At least they shouldn't be in this game. Only 2 times this season. Last week because of the 4 touchdown craziness, and then 1 time, I believe, in week 2 or week 3, Nick Folk did not hit this total, but he did in every other game this season. The Steelers give up the 11th most field goals this season, and they also have the 3rd best red zone percentage. So I don't see Tennessee getting in the red zone too much either. So I just think there's going to be a lot of field goals, man. There's not going to be a lot of touchdowns for either team in this game. But I really like Nick Folk because of the plus juice to go over this 1.5. Let's end this thing with Drew Doughty at any time point at plus 100. This is also on DraftKings Sportsbook. The Kings offense has been absolutely electric to start the season, and the Senators defense has been very generous to start this season. They give up a 3.3 goals allowed through 60, 5-on-5, and that's in the past 4 games, and 9 D-men in the past 5 games have had a point against Ottawa. So we're seeing almost 2 D-men per game getting a point versus these Senators. And if there's going to be a D-man on this LA Kings team to score, it's going to be Drew Doughty. I like that this is at plus juice. I like that he can either put one in the back of the net or he can get a helper in this game. And also, dude, when I know trends, whenever I hop on a trend, bro, it always crashes. And that's probably what's going to happen tonight with Drew. But every time he puts up a goose egg in the points category, he always follows it up the next game with a point. That's happened 3 times already this season. He's gone 0, next game gets a point. Goes 0, next game gets a point. That's been the trend for Drew Doughty to start the year. And, at plus 100 with how bad the Senators defense has been, I just think this is a very, very good bet to place. Drew Doughty, get your stick in there, get me a point versus Ottawa. I think this is going to be a messy game, though, tonight between Steelers and the Titans, bro. These Thursday night games. I just think Derrick Henry is really going to get involved, and it's going to be Derrick Henry running, and Nick Folk's going to kick the field goals, man. I think you mix those 2 together, bro. That's pretty solid. I would advise you not to mix them together because they're both, unless you're going to do the under, because they ain't going to hit, bro. Because it's been a rough week, man. It's been a rough week for me. I've been excited about some stuff, and then it doesn't even get close. I'm like, damn, all right. But, you know, it is what it is. But I think the Titans are going to pull this game out. Personally, that +3 is very intriguing. I'll be looking at that +3 like, damn, bro, it's kind of sucking me and getting me a little seduced, but I can't go with it. I can't trust either one of these teams. Can't trust a rookie quarterback, and you can't trust Kenny Pickett either, dude, you know? So, you know, the Steelers might pull it out just because, Mike Tomlin, you know, one of the greatest coaches. He gonna get his team playing. But, dude, Kenny Pickett, though, that dude is trash. But we'll see what happens, though, tonight. This has been Booksmart, and I'll talk to you guys later.